Apple execs took the stage Monday for the company's 25th annual Worldwide Developers Conference in San Francisco. While many reporters awaited the big iOS 8 announcement, Apple pushed continuity. Its new desktop operating system, OS X Yosemite, now looks like iOS 8. The two also work together in a variety of ways, including the ability to answer calls and texts sent to your phone from your computer. That said, Tim Cook and company showed off plenty of iOS 8 specific features. The first change you'll notice happens on the home screen. Say you have a meeting notification, for example. You can swipe and accept it right there. Or when a text pops up, you can respond without switching apps. And when you go to respond, you'll notice a new keyboard. iOS 8's keyboard features a predictive type software Apple is calling QuickType. Apple says it both knows what you're texting about and how you speak. That said, you don't have to type at all. In iOS 8, Apple's giving you the chance to send a literal lol. Just tap and hold to record an audio response to a message, or you could just send a selfie, as Apple VP Greg Joswiak so brilliantly showed us. Say you were sick of the duck face shots in your group thread though. Well, we're happy to report that in iOS 8, you can escape group messages. Say hello to the do not disturb and leave conversation features, and say goodbye to annoying group texts. Seriously, this is huge, you guys. The Wire agrees, calling it the biggest change when it comes to user experience for many iPhone owners. For months, blogs have speculated the release of HealthBook, an iOS app that can monitor your health metrics. Monday, Apple announced Health, which pulls the health stats you might already be tracking with apps like Nike Plus into one centralized location. Apple's also working with the Mayo Clinic and others to allow users to securely share their stats with healthcare providers. President of the Mayo Clinic was quoted in the keynote as saying, "We believe Apple's Health Kit will revolutionize how the health industry interacts with people." Mom and Dad, listen up. Apple's new family sharing feature will make it so up to 6 people, each with their own Apple ID, can share iTunes, iBooks, and App Store purchases. But VentureBeat says there's a catch. Apple's family sharing feature is restricted to family members who use the same credit card payment details. So no Sprint-like Framly deal for pooling apps with your friends. And while Apple didn't announce the much-rumored Apple Maps update, it did give the Photos app a decent overhaul, with a couple of new editing features that are sure to impress any avid Instagrammer. In iOS 8, when you pull up a photo to edit, you'll see a light and color meter. Simply drag to change. When you do this, Apple is changing many parameters at once. But there is a ton of apps that, frankly, already do that. And really, photo editing isn't the only example of that in iOS 8. A writer for the New York Times tweeted about this paradox, saying, "It's cool how at a developer event, Apple releases a bunch of features in its own apps that obviate the need for many third-party apps." Still, developers will have the first go with iOS 8. It's available to them on Monday, and it will be released to the general public this fall. For Newsy, I'm Adam Falk.